Hello everyone, and welcome to a second royal reading of today, Tuesday, here at MadWorldTarot. And this one's a fun and entertaining topic, a juicy topic from Lady C on GB News. And we know that the Parkles are doing their best to take down GB News. Interesting associations, and I'm going to get to that. Just as I have said repeatedly that I'm going to get to this particular story, the political ambition story, which has been brewing since the Air Force One debacle was revealed, and I haven't felt it. I haven't felt that the time had come to read because, well, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. It has now dropped, and it's a bit of a boot in the behind of Madame, because we now hear that Meghan Markle was being blocked by Gavin Newsom on his private mobile phone. And he's not taking calls from her, and he has also told his staff and everyone that they are not to forward calls from her to him. He doesn't want to know, he doesn't want to hear, he's not interested. She has been incredibly persistent in her attempts to be parachuted into the Senate. We know that Senator Feinstein is retiring next year. I have read on this before, and Meghan seemingly has been trying her very best to get in, be positioned in her place, be appointed in her place, helicoptered in, basically parachuted in, whatever the saying is. And parachuted just makes more sense than helicoptered. And I'm going to laugh now. And then she will have access, she would have access if she hadn't got her way in this whole thing, to the Intelligence Committee, which would have meant that she and has-been would have had their internationally protected person status restored, with private security paid for by the American taxpayers. So that was the great plan, persistent, incredibly so. Phone calls, harassment. They had meetings with Governor Newsom way back when. That was the whole Getty connection at some stage. We've looked at all of that. Now it seems that the world is ready to hear the news via Lady C and impeccably placed sources, apparently, that Meghan has been blocked. Her political ambitions have been thwarted. Phew, I hear you all saying. I have read on her political ambitions many times, and always seen that she was going to be blocked. It's been consistent from the start. She hoped for it, she wanted it, but it was never going to happen. So now we know officially it's not going to happen. I want to know how she feels right now. I'm using the Venetian Tarot because this is humiliating. As blow after blow after blow rains down, I mean, this is massive. The story coming out that no, they weren't. They tried several times to catch lifts on Air Force One and were told no. Very embarrassing for the world to find out about that. But even more so to find out that Gavin Newsom has actually blocked you on his phone. It's like stalkerish. It's crazy. Blocked her, and no, don't want to take calls from her. It's just a pest, a nuisance. And crazy. And of course, let me say that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. When I say the crazy word, it's just my opinion. It's all speculation. And we read energy here, archetypal energy, and we learn from archetypes. And we have a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Form your own opinions. One more shuffle. And then I'm going to do a Celtic cross from Meghan's point of view. And it's telling me, no, two more shuffles. So it's ever thus. And interesting card that just popped out there. Celtic cross from her point of view. And we're going to look at the Intelligence Committee thing. We're going to look at how persistently she harassed and stalked, allegedly. And we're going to look at how she feels about the news coming out that she's been blocked. She's viewed as almost, I'm using the word stalker. She has not been accused of being a stalker, but it is stalker-like behavior to keep phoning someone and persevere when they say no, or when they say, I'm busy, I can't take your call. So there we are. We have got the Nine of Cups in reverse. That is something that someone really wanted. which reminds me, that image reminds me of that evening when they turned up in the blue dress, heavily pregnant with lots of bronzer on, after the alleged offing herself episode, and she appeared at some event and they sat in the balcony. Don't know why I'm saying that, but anyway, Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups, just by the way, is a great pregnancy card, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about wishes that have dreams that have been dashed, wishes that have not come true. You could almost squeeze a tear out of your left eye when you see the Nine of Cups in reverse. So there we go. Something she really wanted, something I'm sure she was told in her family, like, you know, yes, you can be an astronaut. Yes, you can be president. Everyone can be president. And of course, you can be the first female president. No. So the situation with the blocking and the whatevering, tell us what's going on. The actual story that we're dealing with here. We've got the Fool in reverse. You don't get this opportunity. Fool upright, yes, you can have a new start as president or as senator or whatever. Fool in reverse, oh no, you can't. You don't get a fresh start in life. You don't get this opportunity. You've had so many. Don't think you're going to get this one though. You've messed them all up. You have been a fool. You've been reckless, rash, inconsistent, erratic, and no, not going to happen. Major arcana, you're not getting on this wheel. You've been kicked right off. And tell us the challenge that she's currently dealing with, what's crossing her. And we got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and that's an interesting card. Sorry about the glare here. The Seven of Swords is exposure. Upright, it's dodgy dealing, bad behavior, putting it politely. It can tend towards criminality. I'm not accusing at all. I'm just saying that this is what the card indicates in general. But here it's come out in reverse. So what has happened is that her behavior, her unethical behavior, we could say, it's not really the right word. Just her off behavior is now being revealed. It's been exposed. I did a reading on this precise topic. Why is this all coming out now? Who has green lighted it and said, yes, you can day by day, drip by drip, tell the stories, the truth about Meghan Markle. And it's pretty grim. You know, even from the distance, I'm away from it. It's harrowing stuff. It must be quite a mess there in mud-slinging mansion. So yeah, her problem is that she's been exposed. Her grifting has been exposed. Her personality has been exposed. How toxic she is. How relentless she is. How she uses people and chucks them. All that stuff. Is coming out now, and so who wants that as president? Well, let's not go there. You can go there in the comments, but I'm not going there now. Tell us about, there's some hidden motive for wanting to get appointed to the Senate. And the Intelligence Committee thing. I want to know about that. Was this all the plan? And we got a seven of Pentacles here, which is the harvest and the return on investment thing. They wanted this. They wanted it for financial reasons. The tarot is telling me that's the energy that's coming through. It's about harvest. It's about an investment. It's about stability. It's about looking at your situation and saying, okay, now I'm well provided for. And it would be such a gig. I mean, you know, you're set for life. You're always going to have your security, which seems to mean the world to them, that instead of spending $3 million or whatever it is a year themselves, the taxpayer would have to shell out for them, and they could go around with flashing lights and armored cars and get trips on Air Force One, and it would all be free. And they wouldn't have to worry about money. They'd get big government salaries. I don't know what a senator earns, but it must be large amounts. And then on to president, and then the library, and then the speaking tours and the books and everything. It's fantastic. Feather your nest like you can't believe. It's not sinister and dodgy like some people are maybe speculating. It's about money. It's about money, plain and simple. That's what the tarot is telling me. I'm not saying those other theories which are being expressed are not true. I'm just saying that the powerful energy that's coming through for me in this reading is money, and making sure that she is set for life. What's her mind on right now? Her focus, where is she right now with this whole story, this mess? Yeah, it's the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Didn't get it. Didn't get that big payday, didn't get in with the establishment, because 10 of Pentacles is about being in with the big guys. The establishment, those old names, the banking families, the those people who have been around for generations and have those fancy names, and the families. Didn't get in there, and also didn't get in with that financial future-proofing, because the 10 of Pentacles is very much about making sure you are set for life. You will never have to worry about money again. So this is all about money, and now she's very worried about money with that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse is debt as well, so she could have debts that are piling up she can't pay. Mortgage, for instance. There's stories about scaling down and renting mudslinging mansion out, and having to try and finance the mortgage that way, and wow, tough times. Past, I want to know about this alleged, what did they call it? Incredibly persistent sort of harassment. That's my word. It's not the word that has been used. I'm just saying. That's the Queen of Swords. That's somebody who is very determined, insistent, could be, with the Queen of Swords, because she's not somebody who has feelings or empathy or is sensitive. She wants something. And if she wants something, she'll be very strategic about getting it. And she wouldn't, a no wouldn't really penetrate that shell. The Queen of Swords is hard, cold, deliberate. So it's something that was she's looking there in that mirror and thinking, I want that. I deserve it. It's mine. It's coming across as pretty intense, that Queen of Swords. So quite edgy there, I would say. Even though the Queen of Swords is normally quite a rational and well-balanced individual, the focus that's coming off that card for me is very, very intense. This was, what did she call it? She's always looking through a lens. There's another saying that she's got, but it's about that sort of very focused thinking, manifesting almost energy. What next? What are we going to hear next about this? Might there be a clap back or further sort of blows, or what's coming next in the story? This political mess. Out she comes, Queen of Pentacles. She's gonna clap back with some sort of deal, and it might just be the white button-down shirts. But it's going to be something that she's, I'm very focused on my Goop-like Instagram thing, TIG2 or whatever, and I'm going to be selling candles, because the Queen of Pentacles is Earth Mother energy. It's homemaker, domestic goddess kind of energy, and focused on her money, focused on her home, focused on being grounded and stable and being seen like that. So we might get more trips to the market to buy flowers, walking the dog, and merching things. From her lofty heights, she's certainly not going to lower herself in her own mind. Her status is of queen in her own mind. It's not how other people are perceiving her as at this point. How does she feel about being exposed like this? The story coming out via Lady C, who she must view as a mortal enemy. Even though, according to many people, she used Lady C's book on Diana as a sort of playbook for her own behavior and how to catch a prince, allegedly. Interesting, all of that. But how does she feel about Lady C exposing this and saying basically that's it, she's done, she's finished politically? We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, very upset. She is upset. 10 tears, tantrums, can't believe this is happening, crying on the floor, probably pounding her fists, and very dramatic. I'm getting a lot of drama with that Knight of Cups in reverse, because this was her wish. We've got the Nine of Cups there in reverse. This was something she really wanted, and probably a childhood dream that she's fixated on. I get this fixated energy here with this Queen of Swords. So now with the Knight of Cups, very upset, being thwarted. It is embarrassing. A Knight of Cups in reverse could feel humiliated because it's being in your feels, being rejected. Knight of Cups in reverse is erratic emotions, is somebody who's quite manipulative, and she might have used emotions to manipulate, and now might be feeling she is being almost manipulated as well, that people are gaming her and dripping these things out to upset her and humiliate her. So I think there's quite a lot of emotion that's quite overwhelming in that Knight of Cups. What pressure is she under? We have seen financial pressure already, but what else is this throwing up for her? The Lovers in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. That is Splitsville. So obviously, story we've just read on, breakup of a marriage, a partnership, but not only marriage problems. I'm sure that she was convinced that, and had convinced, has been, that she was going to be president and he would be there in the White House with her and they would be the most powerful couple in the world, and ha 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 to you, William and Catherine. And so that hasn't gone very well. And so has-been is probably looking at her, side-eyeing her and thinking, well, really, just as she is him, he's looking at her and thinking, well, you promised me that, and now what? But more than that, the Lovers is about partnerships with anyone. It doesn't have to be a marriage partner or a lover, literally. And so it's a separating from an organization that would be the Democratic Party, the Democrats, that she believed in and believed in her. And we've had setback after setback. We weren't invited to the 60th birthday party when they first landed in California and all of that, President Obama's birthday party, when everyone else was invited. So it's a separation from something that she loved. She felt very emotionally attached to. And so there's a breakup energy there as well for her politically. Hopes and fears, does she still believe she can make this happen, really? That's what we want to know here. Or does she actually get that it's all over? And I've got the King of Swords in reverse. She knows it's over. Well, she fears it's over with the King of Swords in reverse, because that's harsh energy, that's decision makers, important people, lawyers, doctors, accountants, politicians, spin doctors, King of Swords in reverse, who are against her, who have decided this. And she fears that this is a sort of executioner energy. She fears that this is really the end for her, of her ambitions. So just to test this, just because we're doing a Celtic cross and we have to have an outcome. What is the outcome of this going to be? Are we going to see Meghan in any sort of political capacity? Or is this done? Is this finished now? And we have got and I can't read the Roman numerals, it's the Ace of Pentacles. It's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Phew, I had a little panic there, thinking it was something else. Haven't used these cards for quite a while. But the Ace of Pentacles in reverse tells me it's done, it's finished. Her big payday isn't coming. This isn't the new path for her. This isn't her future. This isn't a solid path forward for her. It's been blocked. It's been stopped. She's going to have to look somewhere else for something to do, because this is not going to happen for her. Absolutely not. It's a no. An ace in reverse is a no. This is not the way forward for you. It's stopped. And it really was something that she was counting on. She was counting on it as a fresh start. We've got two cards that have told us you don't get this as a fresh start for you. We've got the Fool in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So universe is being very clear with us here in this reading that this is not a journey forward for her. That path, road closed. Find something else to do. Yeah, she's humiliated. She's feeling the burn of this and the breakup of this, and it's emotional for her. Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse. She was counting on this for money very clearly with the Seven of Pentacles, and then being fixated on the fact that she's broke, possibly, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And she really was, this was the thing that she really wanted and was fixated on. But the problem for her is that all those old stories are coming out now, and I'm sure there's more. I think we've only just started to hear the truth about Miss Markle. So that's your reading. You're safe in America. You don't have to worry about her suddenly, I don't know, do they appear on your stamps? But anyway, not going to happen. And so that's your reading, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.